Let's name the title new patch. Checking out. And then cities day 2. Will you try Ark Ascended when it is out, or is that not your kind of game? I have no idea what that is, Drac. Does that answer that question? Is that something like Ark Survival Evolved or whatever? I think so, passing. I think that's the right move. What did the poll do, just out of curiosity? Yeah, cities won out. That's what I thought. Dude, there's another fly in here. Where the hell are these flies coming from? But it's okay. I got bug assault. Come on. It's on my knee. I can see it, Ray. It's staring right at me. I've been watching without audio. What is happening? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, pal. There's a fly in here, and he keeps flying in between me and the camera, and it's very annoying, and it's very distracting. Get out of here! Get out of here! Damn it! I got cat-like speed reflexes. He's on the bug assault. The damn thing landed on the bug assault. What am I supposed to do with this, man? What am I supposed to do with this? This is ridiculous. He landed on the bug assault. They're evolving to logic levels previously not seen. Call 911. No, we want to call DigSafe. Did he go out the door? Please just fly out the door. Go buzz around in the garage when nobody's there. It's a nice big space for you to explore. It's gone for now. Does he have an FAA permit? I'm calling the Department of Fish and Wildlife. And PETA. And Alphabet agent. Dude. I sat down, flew right past. Let's get the patch notes up. So, like, I don't really care, except it flies right here. It flies, like, here. You can fly anywhere else. The TFR is right here, okay? Fly. Anybody home? Think, McFly, think. Hearts today? Probably not. Cities in Kerbal. All right, so let's check out these patch notes. Re-enabled, so, okay, let's go. Re-enabled Alt to disable stack attach. Increase timeout for fairing and wing edit icons. Okay. Air brakes do not open when selecting deploy in the parts manager in the VAB. That's fixed. Vessels with changed assembly routes cause failure of surface attached parts as well as broken save behavior. Vessels charged with assembly routes cause failure of surface attached parts. Interesting. I don't think the flies read the NOTAMs. Well, whose problem is that, okay? Fixed. Triangle panels placed with mirror symmetry are not oriented correctly. Oh, that was a big one. Because that's a big one for me, because now we can do panel tessellation. If we need to. I'm waiting. I'm going to wait on building anything in this. Guys, we're basically going to chime in on every patch for KSP and maybe play it a little bit when the game updates, pretty much until December. December is when they put re-entry in the game. That's when we're really going to start playing it a lot again. Yeah, that's true. Would you mind blowing it up a bit more for us on phones? Yeah, sure. Can we center it? There we go. How's that? Yeah, the triangle panel. That's huge. The RA15 antenna appears inverted when placed in mirror. The DTS1 antenna is not oriented correctly when placed in mirror. Pegasus 1 ladder appears inverted when placed in mirror. That has to do with origin point of the object when you export it from Unity. I know all about that. That's an orientation issue. The Communicatron 16S antenna appears inverted when placed in mirror symmetry mode. Yep, fix that. Okay, fixed. Max impact statistics show twice in part info tooltip. That was so the ones with the I didn't click on anything. The ones with the little rocket icon are ones the community helped fix. Environments. Cloud lighting and shading improvements, including application of atmospheric transmittance to cloud lighting, unification of ambient light calculation for Raymarsh baked and scaled clouds. Recalculation of average position for clouds to accommodate density, updating scattering to use average weight position estimated from density samples, moving some code into functions and separating cloud shadows out of scaled cloud shader and into a new shader that renders below the atmosphere. I understood some of those words. I know shading and lighting, and I understood some of those words. I understood this. Cloud lighting and shading improvements. Change lighting at sunsets by using atmospheric scattering to soften lighting. Sunsets are now realistically red on Kerbal and blue on Duna. Yep. Improved atmospheric scattering integration on terrain clouds to make atmospheres softer and horizons smoother. Improved cloud blending with the atmosphere. Implementation of biome and triplanar mesh bucketing for terrain rendering. Cool. Optimized cloud shadows. Adjusted dynamic resolution calculations for clouds. Increased eaves atmospheric scatter height. Fixed wrong scale on KSC light clouders, creating a log spasm. Okay. Fixed decals not visible at higher altitudes above ELU. Fixed water is invisible when landing at a specific location on the surface of Eve. Fixed Bop's polar crater appears distorted in the map and tracking station. Fixed terrain spikes at Bop's south pole. Fixed lighting is not consistent from all camera angles when viewing the surface near the poles of several celestial bodies. Cool. Fixed lighting is inconsistent at Lath's north pole. Fixed lighting is inconsistent at Val's north pole. That's okay. Updated map settings for scaled planet textures to improve appearance. Fixed seen from orbit jewel surface disappears while medium quality clouds are enabled. All right. Fixed. Attaching a decoupler that creates a fairing too close to the Mark 1 command pod prevents Kerbals from exiting the vessel. Cool. Improved self-shadowing on curb and skin materials. Improved smoothness of the blink animation. All right. You got to smooth out those animation curves. Fun fact, for anybody that does 3D animation or anybody who wants to get into it, if you're familiar with KSP and you're familiar with how a Cal controller works, that's usually how 3D stuff is animated. They use curves. Yeah, at least it did in Maya. Pretty sure that's everything, but I could be wrong at this point. I don't know. I'm so far out of the gates from doing that, I'd probably know more about rocket science at this point, which is a weird thing to say out loud, but anyway. Implemented conic section highlighting when cursor hovers over trajectories in map view. Implemented conic section highlighting when cursor hovers over trajectory. Oh, okay, I like that. Mipmap. So, mipmapping is here, I'll show you. It has to do with texture resolution at distance. If you've played video games before, if you've played any video games before, you've seen mipmapping, but you didn't really know what it was. So, look. You ever had a repeating texture in a video game, and it seems like it gets blurry after a little while, and then comes into focus and gets blurry again? See what I'm talking about? Just kind of sit back and look at this with your peripherals, magic eye style. Right? See what I'm talking about? Mipmapping fixes that. it makes a nice uniform texture. You don't get this weird artifacting that's going on. You can see the bands right there. It has to do with render distance in the game and stuff, but in fixing how the camera renders things. And then you've seen it because it moves. It moves with you. So like you see the texture changing as you get closer to it. Like see how that's kind of a little bit different up there, and then it's a little bit different here, and then it's a little bit different here, but it's all kind of uniform and concurrent compared to the crazy artifacting that's going on over here. It's very defined. See what I'm talking about? That's mip mapping. You've seen it in a video game. It's everywhere. For good reason. Orbital decay fixes... Orbital decay fixes cause vessels to travel sideways above ELU at certain altitudes. Okay. EVA fixed. EVA Kerbals are unable to move alongside vessels via mag boots or ladders while in orbit. Fixed. Discarded stage orbit changes when time warping with acceleration. Fixed. Joints break when decoupling parts on vessels with physics-less parts. Did I get him? Oh, I got him! Yes! Die, you melon farmer. Hang on. Gotcha, bitch! Gotta throw this away. I'll be right back. Freaking winning! I don't need no bug assault. Just got cat-like speed reflexes. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Anyway, I'll take my time out for a second. See, those Counter-Strike skills really paying off for me. Unity! He had this ring on to commemorate that song he put out called Unity, and that was imprinted in that black head of his for like a week. You know it's wrong for what you did to me. Look what you did to my face. Dude, I can't believe that. I was just out of nowhere. I was like, slap! With the addition of grid fins, think MLV would be a good project for KSP2. No robotics, dude. I couldn't build the landing legs for it, Nova. I have good Twitch skills. Okay. So, fixed. Loading screen soft locks after revert to launch while the game is paused. Fixed. Electrical charge drains at the rate used by active reaction wheel even after torque is disabled and no actual torque is being applied. We actually ran into that one. What about the blue legs? I'll have to see. Fixed. Air brakes, mirror symmetry clone deploying backwards. Right. Fairings fly towards celestial bodies after being jettisoned. Yeah, the fairings getting pulled down was a very strange one. Fixed. Vessel stage deploys after the go button is pressed. Well, time warp is 1 times. Vessel stage deploys after the go button is pressed. Well, time warp is above 1x and then drop down to 1x. Oops. Fixed. Vessel focus behavior is wrong when using stack separators. Yep, we had that happen. Fixed. Kerbals in non-launch assemblies are lost when launching the vessel. Fixed. LY99XL gear sometimes hover above runway upon landing. Okay. Fixed. Celestial body trajectories are solid color when viewed in the map or tracking station. Mr. Miyagi is proud of you. Chopsticks. I missed 3 times before that, though, to be fair. I missed. But I got him that time. Gotcha. Fixed. Light tree shows all green lights earlier than intended on maneuver burn timer. Fixed. Decouple stage without probe core. A decoupled stage without probe core is controllable. Alright. Adjusted Logitech lighting effects when vehicle crashes. Fixed. Wingtip vortices jump when entering a celestial frame of reference. That was a weird one. I just really think they should get rid of vortices completely. They're really annoying. Especially if you use wings to build, multiple wings to build the planes. Fixed. Incorrect key colors during docking control for the Logitech lighting. Fixed. Booster engine visual effects swap to the side when flying past. 21.5k altitude. Yep. Okay, cool. Localization text updated for anti-aliasing options. Modding upgraded to Unity version 2022.3.5 F1. Optimization. Optimize CPU for cloud rendering. Improve GPU performance at KSC by rendering KSC ground during terrain pre-pass. Okay. Improved command buffer performance by delaying execution until end of frame, avoiding unnecessary up-render bounds work. Fixed. Drastic loss of performance during a specific time in Kerbin's atmosphere. Vessel splashdown behavior caused performance to drop. Fix that. So optimize message center to improved performance in flight scene. Fixed. Water and cloud render textures cause memory leak. Fixed. Stranded references in the simulation update code. Stranded references in the simulation update code. Okay. Fixed. Parametric line generator leaks memory. Fixed. Memory leaks from vegetation system. Removed unnecessary code when returning to main menu. Removed unnecessary calls and set ocean material code. This is pretty long. It's a pretty long patch, dude. Removed unnecessary calls and get lift vector code. Reduced memory usage on water rendering. Reduced unnecessary calls and IVA port codes. So that's just that's code optimization, right? Well, I mean, it says optimization. That's just changing around the code to make it do better. Parts and stock vessels. Added grid fin parts. GRFN 125 and GRFN 250. Grid fins. So hot right now. Grid fins. Updated mesh generation code for fairings. Okay. Fixed. Extended engine nozzles load from the save in the wrong state for cornet, trumpet, and tuba engines. Okay. LY60 and LY90 landing legs are misaligned or flipped when extended. Yeah, we saw that bug a couple of times. Fixed. Separating any part from ST Micro 1 trusses causes all remaining child joints to connected to any other ST truss on the vessel to break. Wait, hold on. Separating any part from the ST Micro 1 truss causes all remaining child joints connected to any other ST Micro 1 truss on the active vessel to break. Escados, what is this? Fun fact. A fly's visual system is the fastest of any known organism. Oh, yeah? Its legs literally perform a ballet of sorts to reposition its body away from a threat. Even more than that, the fly can take off in any direction regardless of how its body is aligned using all-around vision. Who would win, Escados? A fly with the visual system that's the fastest of any known organism, or one slappy boy? Can't escape the salt gun, though. Down here, salt is a way of life. The wall is salt. The ground is salt. The ceiling's salt. And even, in some cases, the air is salt. Down here, you just live and breathe salt. Fact, fly was stupid. Smelling salts. The fly will return. Yeah, it'll be back, and in greater numbers. Some people are easily frightened, but they'll be back. How effective actually is the salt gun when you aim correctly? Oh, it works. I've used it to kill lots of flies before. That, and I have an electrified tennis racket. And you swing it at it and they don't know what to do. And they get zapped. It's pretty funny. Would that be an assault rifle? No. Hang on. Just making sure it's not loaded. It's a bug assault rifle. See? Anyway. Saving and loading. Unable to launch vessel under the workspaces folder from the launch pad menu. Okay, tutorials. Fix. Reverting after using the tutorial menu to return to flight causes soft lock. UX. Updated UI for Kerbal Manager. Updated part manager UI style. Part tooltip in the VA base shrinks or enlarges until it disappears. Known issues. The grid fins are not affected by SAS. This is a problem. This is due to a problem with control surfaces and how they interact with SAS that was recently identified. SAS is intended to work with grid fins in the future, but for now, they are manual control only. The PFADXL 2500 fuel adapter is invisible when viewed in the VAB and flight. Aware of the issue, investigating. First time user experience prompt does not appear when vessel loses power for the first time in flight. Submitting bug reports and feedback. All right, cool. Sweet. All right, we have our patch notes. Let's, actually, I should probably make sure it's updated before I did that, but whatever. It's just a small thing, Drummer. We're gonna pop in just for a little bit and see what's good. They know about Wobbly, messed you, and they've actually made some changes. That was announced for Space Creator Day. It's been a minute. Yeah, I don't think I'm in the updated version. That thing. Yeah, it's still 1.4. I gotta update it. Give me 1 second. The smart thing to do would have been to do that during, while I was reading the patch notes, but no update. All right, we'll see what we got here. I still got to fly, though, 95, so what I'm trying to say is I'm better at martial arts than you. How are you finding Cities 2? Well, the patch for KSP 2 just came out, and I want to just pop into that real quick so we can go check on some things. Probably like launch 1 or 2 rockets and see what happens. It's okay, we're not watching you because you're smart now, but you could. So I'll jump back into Cities 2 in a second. I just want to see. We're just going to pop in real quick. We're probably not going to play KSP 2 the entire night because I really want to play Cities, but I do want to check in. And like I was saying, that's probably what we're basically going to do until the exploration mode patch comes out. Yeah, we'll just pop in whenever there's an update and see what's good and then go back to what we're doing. What's your take on Cities 2? Give me till the end of the week, Imperator. Yeah, you need to put about 50 hours in, 40 to 50 hours to get a good impression. At first, my impressions were not very good. I'll admit it. Yesterday, at this time, I was like, what the hell is this? None of this makes any sense. I later realized that none of the way the funding was working in the game was making any sense because my save was horribly bugged. No tax revenue was being generated, and I should have noticed it earlier, but I didn't. Instead, I sat there and said, this is ridiculous, I don't like this. But I also, the funny thing is that I also sat there and I said, well, I can't really give it a good review and I don't want to weigh in on it because I haven't given it the time yet. And then we realized the save was bugged and I started playing a new save where it wasn't bugged, and I don't know what caused it, to be honest, either. And then I started playing a new save, right? And it, yeah, really good. Thing really came into its own when it, you know, when the monetary system in game works correctly. Fair enough. How's performance? Performance is fine on my end. What's up, NX? Okay, we're on the right thing here. Let's recover that. Okay. Let's load up the, let's try something. We will do a performance inquiry here. Inquiry. Jeez. Honorable man. Let's see what happens. Title is set to cities, by the way. It's not, though. Refresh. Yeah, give it a refresh, dude. I'm pretty sure I changed it. I'll set the ping again just to be sure. I got you, Jim. I sent another ping just in case you were right. Okay, that rocket might not work anymore. Yeah. The tower looks great, though. Can't deny that. Yeah, that craft file might have some issues. Bada boom. So, Triton is not happy. As is tradition. But yeah, well, that's come to be expected. What was I doing with new workspace? What is this supposed to be? I don't remember making this. The explosions were great. There should be grid fins in here somewhere. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Very nice. Very well modeled. They look great. Cool. Did you see they are adding additional auto strutting to the big patch? Yes. You need to replace the thingamajig with the thingamabob. Oh. Yeah, good call. This rocket's a good patch tester. I like HLV Prime. I always thought that this one was good. So let's take it for a spin. All right, ready? T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster did it. Everything looks good. Yeah, I don't hate what's going on here. Everything's still looking good. I'm just watching the frames and everything. Looks good. Core stage now throttling back. I've noticed that the frames are better overall, but they're way more consistent too, which is pretty good. That's pretty cool. This is ARECT. This is my ARECT rocket. It's a combination of direct and Aries, so we call it erect. It's a pretty good rocket. Let's see if the fairing separation works. It deleted everything on the rocket. It didn't delete anything on the rocket but the probe core, actually. Yeah. You could see that my batteries are still there, the fairing's still there, the decoupler's still there, everything's still there. My probe core mount is destroyed. Yeah, that deleted everything on the rocket. It decided to clip with everything. It decided to clip through everything except for the probe core. So, you know, that's good. They rolled nat 20. Sorry, bud. Yeah, that's all right. The nav ball is not really updating with our orientation of next part. The numbers are, though, but nav ball isn't. We have no control. Does this look like I have control? This is probe core dust. Don't breathe this. Alright. I wonder what our jettison strength is on that fairing. We got 1 meganewton ejection force. I noticed that ejection force of fairings is applied at the base plate of the fairing. Ejection force on real fairings is actually applied slightly above the center of mass on the fairing to get the fairings to move away. Because if the ejector force on a real fairing was applied at center of mass, the fairings would just do this. They would just go... Now, sometimes they do that, but most of the time it's just out and slightly ahead of the center of mass of the fairing. So when the fairings separate, they actually rotate away. They kind of peel off. It looked like ejector force from the fairing plate was applied at base, which means the fairing did this and then fell back through and tapped my probe core. All right, well, that's the thing. Do you want to delete your existing vehicle build? No. Not really, but... All right, let's check something. We'll build the chicken nugget. You guys remember that thing? Oh yeah, no 1.8 fairing. Okay. Okay. We'll just make this the easy way. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm just gonna play some KSP2 real quick because I want a patch came out for it. I want to see just some of the things that they added. They added grid fins like from Falcon 9 in real life. So I'm just looking through here. Where's the hell are the monoprop thrusters? Oh, there they are. Sorry. Stupid. Balls. That's where fuel is stored. What? I rerouted. Yeah, that's right. Rotate and translate are on the same function in this. I'm not sure I don't really like that. I mean, I understand why they did it, but I'm not really a fan of that. That's mostly because I'm so used to KSP1. I did it again. Are there variants in this? I forgot. Can we change that? Can we change the variant? No, I guess not. I was wondering if we could get rid of the base plate, but... Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. Let's grab those things right here. And... the hell? All right. With fins now, will they increase the distance between the two physics-enabled vehicles? Any insights on that? I don't know, dude. I've been a little bit out of the loop, dude. But we'll see. Guess who just got back today? Nice, Mayor. I see what you're saying. Your quote. Yeah, Thin Lizzy. Got it. All right, let's see. Cool. Well, hey, we landed on the landing pad. Am I wrong? Yeah, I was able to those worked. Those worked correctly. That's cool. I'll keep the 3 engines on this time. The flowers are still standing. Here, let's do this again. Ready? Yeah, that's fine. Just have it hit the ground. It's no big deal. Let's see what we got. To throttle down, the dynamic pressure is too high. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to do. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Now, see, we gotta sit here and let the damn thing stabilize out. Alright, let's aim for pad number 1. The rocket's hard to stabilize because it's stubby. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. No. I got this. I'm alright. I'm alright, I swear. See? 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 I told you I got it. See? It is still in one piece. Those other pieces, they exploded. Don't worry about it. One piece. See? I told you. It's hard to fly with the keyboard, man. It's hard to do that with the keyboard. Much easier to do that with the joystick. But also, see? I don't see any other pieces around. Do you? The pieces are still there. We're good. Do the grid fins work well? Yeah. Here, let me make a bigger. Let's make it bigger. Bigger. Don't worry about the. You see those other pieces? That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy. Okay. All right. So here, let's dump that. Dump that. Dump that. Dump that. Get rid of that. You know what? Let's just start over. Screw it. Why not? Just start over. All right. Okay. So give me. Let's do a 2.5. Right? That's a 2.5 shell. Is it not? Yes, it is. All right. Cool. So I will build this how I built Condor 9 and see if we can have some fun with it. All right. Ready? Let's give me this. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so go into this view. Check. All right, now down in here, we're going to need a probe core. The RGU is always a winner. Pick me a winner. Actually, you know what? I want a probe core that doesn't have any probe core torque. So let's go a good friend, the Octo. All right, there's our batteries right there. And then we're going to need our RCS tanks. Probably don't need that big of RCS tanks. Those will do just fine. Very nice, eh? All right, so now we got to move that up. We got to move that up. We got to move the batteries up. The reason why is I clipped the tanks a little bit, and I'll tell you why we do that in a moment. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in it, Max. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty good. Looks pretty cool. The optimizations could still do with some work. Actually, you know what? Just for the sake of time, we'll put this stuff right back down on there. Just for the sake of time. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. All right, so now we're going to need our reaction control systems. So the RCS on Falcon 9 is a nitrogen monopropellant system. It's a cold gas thruster. The nitrogen tanks are sitting in the interstage like that, but we have thrusters like this. Does this have thruster variants in it? No, it doesn't. All right, so I'll just put the same RCS on it that I did before. So this works. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, so how I made, whoa. Oh, Alt is working correctly. Oh, so nice, dude. Actually, wait. Alt is Alt shuts off. Oh, it shuts off the angle. It's the reverse of KSP1. If you hold Alt, it'll only snap to nodes. If you hold left Alt here, it will not snap. It's only radial. It's the reverse of what KSP1 is. Interestingly enough. When is the SSDO project back? It's gonna be some time, 415. I really, really want to play Cities. Kind of similar to how we did Starfield, dude. To be honest, I wanna play Cities. I really want to push Cities to the maximum. I've been waiting for Cities for a long time. Actually, it's almost as long as KSP. We need a 5th tank right here. We'll do the isogrid structure mechanism, the structure build. This is to prevent the wobbliness. Okay, so now we need an engine section. Let's see how it plays with doing this, just out of curiosity. You reckon this will fit in a cargo bay? Yes. Yeah, it will. They fix wobbling with 0.1.5. I'll be the judge of that, my friend. I will be the judge of that, my friend. No, I've seen the posts. They do. It does look good. I still DIA. I still need I need better editor controls. I'm constantly torn, dude, because I'm trying not to let my Kerbal 1, I'm trying not to let, I'm trying not to basically be old man yells at cloud. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be like, oh, well, this isn't how this works, you know, because that's not how it worked in Kerbal 1, right? I'm trying not to do that, but yeah, struts inverting based off of an object being upside down is still a thing. But also at the same time, dude, I can't, I would really like some, I really want my SPH controls back. Honestly, that's my big gripe with KSP. That and there's no telemetry. There's no aero UI, so I can't really see what the rocket's doing. And as a STEM streamer, it's really difficult to explain what's going on without some numbers to back it up. And it's really hard to diagnose and troubleshoot stuff, which is why I don't really like doing big complicated builds in this either. And once again, that isn't a knock on the editors. I understand they probably, or the developers, they probably have some stuff in the works, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, that's not ever been like the problem. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, we're screwed, you know. No, it's never been like that. I just really, really need some nicer editor controls. Yeah, that isn't gonna work. I would prefer to have an SPH, to be 100% honest with you. I would prefer to have a spaceplane hangar. I'm not really too keen on the whole integrated thing. Like, I understand you could flip to a horizontal editor here, but the horizontal editor is just the VAB controls on their side. And, yeah, I'm not too incredibly keen on that. But it's all good. They'll fix it. I know they will. And the best part is, like, you can give them feedback, so I'm not too, like I said, not too incredibly worried, but... Do we have a smaller engine? What's our TWR right now? 1.3. All right, let's take a look-see. Did you see the B-21 pics yet? No, I haven't. Nice. All right, cool. So now that'll give us some decent TWR. We would need more engines if we wanted to put an upper stage on top of this thing. But for now, let's do a quickie here and. It'll work. It'll be fine. Now let's get those big boy grid fins out. Where the big boys? Yes. Actually, I don't think we need that big of a grid fin. I think the small ones will work just fine. Word. And then, because grid fin aesthetic, we need yeet. Are those grid fins? No, they're fid grins. Very different. Fid grins. Yeah. No, totally different thing. C7, Condor 7. I think Condor 9 actually had another tank in line. But this will work. And it looks cool. Well, that looks nothing like a Falcon 9 booster. Nothing at all. Yeah, right? Yeah, who designed this? Some total butthole designed this. This doesn't look like it. Do they steer? We're about to find out, my friend. So the landing legs on 9 would be here. But you know what? We'll grasshopper this thing. We'll do grasshopper style landing legs instead. Because I want to. Okay. Just let me live my life the way I want to. Do-do. 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 Sing a song. If the sun Refuse to shine. I don't mind. Boo-doo. It's a good song. Should listen to it. I broke it again. Oh, jeez. I keep defaulting to Kerbal 1 controls. Who knows what all this part rerouting is going to do to the hierarchy. I hope I don't break it too much. Come on, you. Turn there. Oh, yeah. Root part. Lovely. Oh, for Pete's sake. Great. Yeah, that looks lovely. Let's just use struts instead. Is it Falcon 9? Something like that. Gotta get the game to cooperate with me, though. There we go. That'll work a lot better. The struts don't make it look exactly right, but... See, these are like similar enough to KSP1's controls where I keep defaulting to them, but they're not. So I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, let's fly. Nine. You guys are sick. Here, let's go up a little ways. This kind of looks like Falcon 9 1.0, huh? Flip on the reaction control. This is like Falcon 9 Dev 2. Okay, grid fins deployed. Shut the RCS off. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Gotta remember the controls are backwards. I'd have to say these are pretty steerable. Well, if I wanted to make a guided munition, we'd be good to go. It's pretty good, man. Not bad. I keep forgetting that we don't have really high TWR because we're using swivel motors. I'm wondering if we could, the grid fins don't work with the SAS. Yeah, I know, that was me. Yeah. You could tell it was doing this all over the place, right? Maybe use a vector? We could. How are you dealing with not having the legs in straight position to help your lift on the bottom end? Not accelerating very fast, that's all. The grid fins have enough moment to overcome that. Those are just I-beams. But, see, this is another... Aqualex, that actually kind of reminds me. The other reason why I haven't been, like, playing KSP a lot is because I can't see what the arrow is doing. I can't really troubleshoot what the heck's going on here. I can't. There's no arrow menu to see what's going on. We could just see rates. Well, you could see rate input right here with those, and that's about it. It's really hard to figure out, like, why a rocket is going wrong without the debug window. But I will say, the grid fins have a lot of moment. I was really able to steer that thing right back to the pad, which is cool. Of course, in real life, they have a debug menu. Well, there's this thing about the debug menu in real life. In real life Supercraft, the debug menu is called telemetry, and every rocket has it, and every rocket that's ever flown has had that. Yeah, it's hard to fly one without it. So don't you go making crappy Kappa jokes on me, pal. Just gotta wait to slow down here. Looks good. Looks the part, that's for sure. Okay. Deploy the fins. Reorient the vehicle. We're a little too right there. We're short. I hope that was enough time. Oh, yeah, we were all right. Got plenty of fuel left. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully we get that separate vehicle action going. But yeah, see? That's not bad. We went all the way up there, came down, and landed on the landing pad. Hey, we're in the bullseye. We are close. I mean, I was aiming for right there, but this works. But I said we were short. Now do it with super heavy. No. I don't think so, Whooshing. I'd have to look. Can you call it retroprop? Retropropulsion? Sure. Not bad. Not bad. And yeah, you can paint parts in KSP. That certainly looks the part. It looks right. Now make a plane with grid fins. No, I'm good, thanks. That's cool, though. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, dudes. Anything else that we wanted to check while we're here? I saw what I wanted to see. That was pretty cool. The grid fins are super useful. I kind of wish we had those in KSP1. Try landing on a barge, then. No. I don't think I will. Gilgalin, there are many faults with the game, but the UI is fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. I've never had a complaint with it. The UI, the sound, and the level design in this game is fantastic. It's just, yeah, like I said, I really, I gotta reach out. I need telemetry. I need the telemetry to see what the back end of the rocket is doing in like an aero debug menu, so I can figure out how stuff works in this, like how how the aerodynamics work in KSP and in KSP2 like we could with KSP1. Those three things, and that and like, I would really like KSP1 editor controls in this game. Yeah, that coupled with the isometric views that are already in the editor, oh man, we could build some really cool stuff. You haven't already? I've reached out. I haven't really talked too much about like feedback. You know, I'm not gonna go and I'm not just gonna say, hey, we need this. Hey, do this, do this. I demand you make this, or you make this, or you make this. That's not cool. Don't do that. Yeah, Rocket, something like that. Yeah, I don't really know what the arrow is doing in this game. And that's been my biggest thing. Like, it's really hard to teach people about what stuff is doing when I don't even know what it's doing. You know? Like, they're changing the arrow when re-entry heating gets added. Yeah, so, yeah, you know, like, and I already planned to, we'll play this. We'll play this in December. Just like I said, it's just going to take time. But we're trending in the right direction, guys. We're very much trending in the right direction. Very much trending in the right direction. This is really good. Really good. I like the new patch. It's very nice. Anyway, that's good. I'm super happy. 0.1.5 is a very good step in the right direction. Yeah, we'll jump back into cities now. Yeah, Oglex. I mean, the thing is that I know they have a lot on their plate. They're really they work a lot. That's why we don't hear. That's why we don't hear much. The reason why we don't hear a lot is because most of the dev team is working on implementing the scope of this game. We know the scope for KSP2 is hefty. It's going to take a lot of time, but they have the runway to do it. So, as long as you have the time, I ain't worried. Don't you need 50 hours to judge it? I have like 200 to 300 hours in KSP2 PY. So I don't know what you want to hear. December should be a good time though. But anyway, I'm happy with what